Good morning, and happy Monday from the farm. Welcome to another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil, where I get to talk story about topics related to the farmers and ranchers using hydroponic practices to grow the crops and creatures we need to eat. I am your host, Sean Short, and thank you for being with us on this beautiful morning. The sun is just rising, and I am getting ready to give a tour to some kids from FFA. I believe I have about 8 kiddos and an instructor coming over to check out what we do, see the aquaponics farm, and I will show them what we are doing with our chickens and how we're feeding them sprouts and how we can help out new farmers and those that want to get better eggs and save money on their feed costs. Today's episode is more about that feed that we feed, the hydroponic barley. I put out a special video for those listeners out there, thinkingoutsidthesoil.com/sprouting. Check out that video. It's a quick how-to sprout barley. And I used barley in the demo video because it's shown to be the most studied, particularly in ruminants. Episode number 12 begins this barley conversation with some of the history and a major overview, or what I figured I could do without boring you too much. But it was a bit dense, so I thought I would unpack it a bit and bring it back to the coop here. But real quick, if you like what you hear, please follow the show, rate and review, let everyone know by typing into the comments and letting people see what you think of the show. You can find us on Apple and Spotify, so head on over there and the links will be below. Now, many chicken farmers have been in the know about barley, and many chicken farmers ferment barley for their birds as a way to give them a nutritious treat. This supplemented barley is great because it breaks down parts of the raw barley grain that chickens can't digest. That's true. An article in 2012 called Using Barley in Poultry Diets that was published in the Journal of Applied Poultry Research highlighted how barley can be better used in poultry diets. And the researchers there showed that soaking barley grains in water before giving it to the birds positively affects the bird's performance. And this is because soaking barley in water breaks down some of those indigestible parts of the grain, most particularly those non-digestible sugars inside the kernel, and it makes it more bioavailable to animals that don't have a rumen. So we've seen that incorporating this hydroponic fodder in small-scale egg production as well as backyard chicken raising can offset the price of purchasing feed. It can reduce the water use by up to 90% for a flock, as well as producing value-added omega-rich eggs. Studies have also showed that there is faster weight gain with those chickens in their early ages, so that's important during these times when we have young chicks in our flock for their first winter, or those that are going into their first molt. They need that extra energy, they need that extra protein. And when they're given a 25 to 50% diet of hydroponic barley fodder, we are seeing the best results. Here we give 50 to 75% depending on the supplement that I'm able to get them. Now, something that's neat is that the eggs at the grocery store that come from pastured layers tend to have this higher value that we recognize. Traits such as the yellower of the yolk, increased omegas, and the other vitamins and minerals, and that's in part largely because those animals are foraging fresh pasture and they're out there to scratch and peck and get different bugs. Now, to note, one of the biggest challenges for pastured layer operations as well as other small scales is that lack of access to forageable plants in the winter, and then the reliance on high input grain feeds that are associated during those times. So small poultry producers are really relying upon grain-based feeds, feed mills, and the associated costs. So the inclusion or putting barley into your bird's diet has shown to be cost effective as well as beneficial for the bird's health. And the other thing that we're seeing here is that we just can't stop feeding this barley to our chickens. But I see that my guests are arriving, so that is all that I do have for you today. And as always, I would love to hear or read your thoughts. If you've enjoyed today's show or any other shows in the past, please give me a follow. Head on over to our Instagram page or Facebook. The links will be below, so go ahead and follow those. Check out the show on Apple and Spotify. Leave us a rating, give us a review wherever you are. Let me know what you like and you want to hear. I do look at all of those things, and I want to connect with you. If you want to learn more about how hydroponic fodder helps farmers save water, improve livestock quality, and become better stewards, check out thinkingoutsidethesoil.com. You can get a free copy of my book over there, Thinking Outside the Soil. All I need is your address, and if you take care of the shipping costs, I will rush you a copy within a week. And don't forget, as a special gift to you as my listener, to check out the free sprouting video at thinkingoutsidethesoil.com/sprouting. Again, follow the show, get the book, watch the video so you don't miss out on becoming part of the next agricultural revolution. So thank you for being here on another episode. Take care and have a lovely day. Hey, before you go, check out the links below. Leave me a rating and review and follow the show. Don't forget to get yourself some of our Blooming Health blended sprouting mix. Our mix has been shown to get the best eggs and create the healthiest flocks. With feed costs going up, right now's the time to lock in a subscription so that you can get the best eggs without having to go to the grocery store or the feed store anymore. Check out the links below to get yourself some Blooming Health blended sprouting mix.